Hello student, here Rajesh Kumar Maurya, Assistant Professor Mechanical Engineering Department, GL Bajaj, Institute of Technology and Management, Greater Noida. Today I am going to discuss two important topics, fluid coupling and torque converter. This topic comes under fluid machinery in 5th unit. Fluid coupling and torque converter you will study again in 7th semester in automobile engineering. If we are talking about fluid coupling and torque converter, its application is in semi automatic and fully automatic transmission system, and also it is used in some other field also. So let us see what is the working principle and construction of fluid coupling and torque converter in details. First we will see fluid coupling. As the name suggests, fluid coupling. Fluid coupling means it connects two shaft by using of fluid. Fluid may be oil. There may be a driving shaft and another is driven shaft. In both shafts, there will be fluid which will couple for transmitting the torque or power. Means there is no any mechanical means to connect the driving and driven shaft. So let us see introduction. When we want to transfer the rotation energy means torque or torque of one shaft to another, we have to connect those two shafts with such a arrangement which can transfer the power with maximum efficiency and as per need. In above kind of situation, the coupling is used. The coupling is a device which connects the driving and driven shaft and also transfer the power. Here, the transfer the power means it transfer the torque. It may be transfer same amount of power or it may be slightly less than the input power if there is some frictional losses. Fluid coupling. A fluid coupling is used for transmitting power or torque, as we have discussed in starting, from one to another shaft with the help of fluid, with a mechanical connection of the two shafts. Means in between two shafts, it is coupled with the only fluid. There is no any mechanical means, right? We will see here constructional details. What are the main parts? It consists of two rotating elements as a radial pump, impeller, and radial flow turbine runner. Means it consists of one pump and here another turbine runner. The pump impeller is mounted on driving shaft. Driving shaft is here and here it is a driven shaft. And turbine runner is mounted on a driven shaft. Both the impeller and runner are identical in shape and they are enclosed in a housing filled with oil. We can see clearly here. This is the total housing. This is the housing. And there is a oil container from here the pump is taking the oil with the help of pump, and this is circulated and come into the turbine runner. There is no direct contact between the shaft. Means the power is transmitting, torque is transmitting from driving to driven shaft without any mechanical means. It can only transfer with the help of oil coupling. How it's work? What is the principle? You can see clearly here. Principle of operation. Here, two electric fans is shown here. One is connected with the electric and another is not connected with the electric. When electric is given this fan, then it is rotating. It will rotate at very high speed, and when it's rotate, it give a very high velocity of air, and it will move towards the stationary fan. When this high compressed air is reaching this stationary fan, as this air enters here, this stationary fans start rotating. This is the main principle in case of fluid coupling also. This is blue color is here shown as a driving member and white is driven member. This is driving member and stationary fan is act as a driven member. Means this in between these two fans, the compressed air work as a coupling medium here. But here fluid is compressed air, high velocity compressed air. Whereas in case of here, there will be a oil. How it's work? When the driving shaft with pump impeller is rotated, the oil start moving from the inner radius to outer radius of the pump impeller by centrifugal action. Due to the centrifugal action and the speed of the impeller, the pressure and kinetic energy of oil at outer radius increases. The oil then enters the turbine runner at the outer radius of the runner and flows inwardly to the inner radius. Here, student, IUSO will be there. By mistake, it is written as radius, but it is radius of the runner. It will exert force and make it run. The magnitude of the torque increases with an increase in the speed of driving shaft, and cycle will continue. This is the actual construction of the fluid coupling. You can see actual one is left side portion is known as impeller, and right hand side is known as runner, that is turbine runner, and in between these two oil vortex is there. Clear? Okay. Here you can see clearly this is the electric motor, and here another electric equipment. In between there is a fluid coupling. This connects this driving shaft of this motor to the driven shaft of this electric machine. Due to this fluid coupling, this torque of this motor will transfer into this machine. Okay. Now, efficiency. Efficiency generally is defined output upon input. In actual practice, here student here PRACTICE will be the correct spelling. The speed of driven shaft is always less than the driving shaft by 2% to 4%. Due to the friction and turbulence loss in the impeller and runner pieces, which is known as slip. Due to the slip in the torque available in the driven shaft will be less by 2 to 4%. The efficiency of power, so efficiency of power transmitted by fluid coupling is about 98%, not 100%. In sometimes it may be 100%, but it is near about, okay, approximately 100%, but not exact. In fluid coupling, the driven shaft is free from engine vibration because there is no any mechanical means for connecting the driven and driving shaft. So there is no any vibration in between them. Need. What is the application of this? Starting, I have told you that it is used in automotive. Apart from automotive, it is used in different field. So you can see clearly industrial application, rail transport. It is used in rail transportation. Fluid coupling are found in some diesel locomotive as part of the power transmission system. Self-changing gears made semi-automatic transmission for British Rail. Automotive, semi-automatic transmission and automatic transmission since the late 1940s. Aviation, it is also used in aviation. The most prominent use of the fluid coupling in aeronautical application was in the DB601, 603 and 605 engines, where it was used as a barometrically controlled hydraulic clutch for the centrifugal compressor and the right turbo compound reciprocating engine. Now, next we will see what is fluid torque converter. In previous we have seen fluid coupling, how the torque or power can be transmitted from one shaft to another shaft with the use of fluid coupling without any mechanical means. Now we will see here the fluid torque converter. What is the working principle? See here. The fluid torque converter is used for transmitting variable increased or decreased torque from one shaft to another shaft. It is used for increased or decreased torque, not exactly same torque from one shaft to another shaft. Here we can use as per the requirement increase or decrease torque. A fluid torque converter is nothing but a improved fluid coupling. The different torque is achieved by adding third member, that is reaction member, between pump impeller and turbine runner. Here, along with the pump and turbine, there is another member that is known as reaction member. You can see here the constructional details. This is flywheel connects to the engine. This is the turbine. This one is the pump, and this is the stator. It is responsible for increasing or decreasing the torque. And this is the turbine output shaft. How it's work? When oil flowing from the pump impeller to turbine runner exerts the torque on the stationary guide vanes which change the direction of the oil. As result of this, the oil reacts upon the turbine runner and reduces the speed of turbine runner. As we know, power is directly proportional to rotational speed and torque. N is RPM. In RPM, T is torque. Hence, if T torque at the driven shaft is to be increased, the corresponding value of speed at the same shaft should be decreased. Means it should be inversely proportional to each other. If we want to less torque, speed will be high. If want to more torque, speed will be reduced. The speed of the driven shaft is decreased by decreasing the velocity of oil, which is flow from pump impeller to the turbine runner and then through the stator, which change the direction of oil. Here, what is the function of stator? It changes the direction of oil. Therefore, convergent is possible. This is the clear view of stator and turbine as well as pump assembly. In pump, in between turbine and pump, it is coupled, that is stator. You can see here clearly, this is the function of this stator is to change the direction of fluid. Application. What is the application? The same application as for the fluid coupling. Automatic transmission on automobiles such as cars, buses, and on-off highways trucks. Forwarders and other heavy-duty vehicles. Marine propulsion system, industrial power transmission such as conveyor drives almost all modern forklifts, winches, drilling rigs, construction equipments, and railways locomotives. This is real and actual pictures and design of fluid torque converter.